We got a full water bottle to stay hydrated. We got some Bibsy to stay caffeinated. We've got a box of tissues off camera, as always, in case I cry. Woo, hydration! Absolutely. I hope everyone is also hydrated, nourished, ready to go for episode 4. Because as this is the second to last episode of the season, I have no doubt that shit is gonna get crazy again. God, I love this game. I really, really love this game. Things are happening so fast that I can't always process everything that's happening while it's happening. But yes, we'll do our best to do that. Howdy again, indeed. Before we jump into episode 4, for anyone who kind of just joined the stream midway and didn't catch me saying this at the beginning, just a quick reminder that we are, as always, raising money for medical aid for Palestinians. If you type in the command !Palestine into the chat, then you will get the link to our fundraiser. You can see the fundraiser bar on screen at the moment. So our current goal is £1,750 and we're currently at £1,672.87. So getting there. And we're going to keep raising money. We're kind of just doing this indefinitely to help in what little way we can financially and mobilize our community to do that. So there's no time limit and every little helps as and when you're able to support. But if you can't afford to donate, that's absolutely fine. And you can share the link to our fundraiser anytime you like as well. Not just limited to when we're live on Twitch. And if you're wondering why we're raising money for Palestine, then you can type in !BDS into the chat to learn not only more about the Palestinian struggle against Israeli settler colonialism and Western imperialism at Decolonize Palestine, a fantastic Palestinian-led resource that you can use to learn more and to help you have these conversations with your family and friends and peers. But also you can learn more on the Boycott, Divestment and Sanctions website about what the international community is doing and what you can be doing within your community to organize to kind of bring an end to settler colonialism in Palestine and to meet BDS's 3 key demands, which are the right of return for Palestinian refugees to their homelands, the end of the military occupation in the West Bank, East Jerusalem and Gaza Strip, and of course equal rights for all Palestinian citizens living within the settler colony 48 within those borders. Of course, these demands hopefully would lead to kind of a dismantling of that settler colonial state. So yeah, just a quick reminder, every little helps and we really appreciate all of the generous donations and support that you guys have given us so far, as always. And also, if you need to remind yourself of the trigger warnings going into this game, then !CW should pull up a non-exhaustive list of content warnings for this game, which, as you can see, is a pretty intense game. So with that said, let's get into episode 4. Amid the Ruins. Oh, and a quick reminder, sorry, there was one other thing, that we've got a video essay. Pause. We've got a video essay. We got a new video essay coming. Tomorrow it's coming at 6 p.m. British Summertime or BST tomorrow. Type in !YouTube into the chat if you want the link to our YouTube channel. The video is going to be a live premiere, so if you are able to join us at 6 o'clock BST, then I'll be around in the chat. So if you want to talk to me or ask me any questions while you watch the video for the first time, then you're very welcome to do that. But also then it will be on YouTube, so you can watch it anytime and leave a comment. And the video is about Palestine.
I can't even take care of myself. How am I supposed to raise a child?
I wasn't truthful when I came across y'all at the lodge. Now folks are dead, and I can't help but feel I'm to blame.
Fucker.
No! No! Stop it! Kenny! Kenny!
When you cover yourself in their smell, rub the walker guts all over you. They can't tell you from one of them. You just have to keep calm and make sure you're good and covered.
Go on. You don't need to see this.
Let's go.
Okay. Well, we all just saw this, so that's fine.
Not the Kenny I know in there. I thought I could save
Yeah, this was an interesting comment. I thought I could save him. Oh god. And now she's probably gonna die, which is sad. I didn't want Auntie to go like this. Yes, I meant to say as well, our video essay tomorrow is about specifically navigating Palestine in Assassin's Creed. And it's going to feature some words from some Palestinians working in the games industry, which is really, really exciting. Hi, Dean. I can smell you in the chat.
Oh god.
We're just starting episode 4.
I'm dead. I'm dead.
You're not dead yet. We'll figure something out. We have to get out of here.
Oh God, Sarita!
We're not dead yet. Come on, Sarita.
She's gonna be okay. You're gonna be okay. Come on. We have to move. We have to.
Fuck. Ah, nice one. Whew.
Going after Sara!
Ooh.
Kenny?
Yeah, Kenny do be alive. It's true. Fuck, fuck, fuck. There we go. Nice. Okay. Yeah, we were pretty like, how did he survive? Like, for real, how did he survive? Ooh, has anyone else lost connection, or is it just me? How is everyone's connection doing? Dean still has connection. Bitrate is looking good on my end. And it looks good on twitch.com as well. So I think it might have just been on your end, Lost and Fairy. Connection is fine for me. Thank you, Beastbones, for confirming. Have you warmed to Luke or still on the Luke hate train? I'm on the Luke ambivalent train, to be honest with you.
Was with me, but I can't do this alone.
We're still covered in walker guts.
Look, the walkers are still moving toward the hardware store. We can make it out if we stick together.
Oh, fuck. Please tell me she's not going to go into labor.
We can watch each other's back.
I'll stick with you.
Thank you.
Honestly, there was no way for Kenny to survive for real. They just wanted a big moment. Yeah, honestly, no clue how he could have survived.
Do you see any openings? Anything? Where?
Okay, dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm deceased. I'm finished. Alright. Take 2.
I can't find anybody.
I know. What do we do? Luke was with me, but
We're still covered in walker guts.
Oh, shut up, Dean.
walkers are still moving toward the hardware store. We can make it out if we stick together. I'm glad you're here.
Nothing happened. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
I'll stick
I've never died in a video game in my life.
We need to clear a path to the trees. Maybe they're thinning out somewhere. Do you see any openings? Anything?
Yeah, there we go. Thank you. Wow, this is... I am not feeling supported right now.
Jane,
I am not feeling supported by my community.
You need to walk slowly. You'll be fine.
Okay, I love you, Jane. Jane, you didn't tell me if you're free on Thursday.
Come together like this. It's better if we spread out. You two will be fine.
No, you don't understand. Just help us.
You guys are fine. Just go.
I think we should spread out. We'll spread out.
You said you would stay with me.
I know, Rebecca, but... I'm predictable, what can I say?
Damn it. We'll have to push through that cluster of walkers.
There's too many.
We'll make a cow catcher. Just... we need...
A what?
You'll see. There. That one looks light enough to carry. I'm gonna get on the far side of that. I need you to get her attention.
Okay.
Hey, over here.
Not gonna bite anybody now.
Oh, smart.
Follow me. Stay close. If you fall behind, I can't come back for you. Hurry up. Let's go.
Well, okay, we made it out that live. Dean is looking for more Mad Max movies to watch after watching Fury Road. Yeah, I've only seen Fury Road and the new one, Furiosa, which I loved. I need to watch the original one from the 1980s. I think that Naheed is implying, Dean, that there will be a reason for me to stop
No, right.
fancying Jane later
It'll be a
on,
lot better once we get with the others.
if I'm understanding that
To make sure
correctly.
everyone else made it out. Luke, Sarah, Kenny. God damn it. What if they aren't there?
If they aren't, nothing we can do about it.
Don't even say things like that.
Fine. Sorry.
Jesus. I don't even know if we're safe. What if the herd is still following us?
We're fine.
It's been quiet, but who knows? We gotta keep going.
Don't worry. We're okay. We'll meet up with everyone soon. We'll at least be safe, I guess.
We need to keep up a good pace.
I know. Just, I'm going as fast as I can.
Yeah, I don't know. I do have quite a capacity for loving awful women.
But I just can't stop thinking about the others. How could I leave Alvin behind? It was
Just depends what flavor of
Escaping?
Look, I know we all agreed to use the herd to get out.
bad
but
they are.
maybe we should have been more patient. Come up with something better.
It worked.
If you can call that working, we could have... I don't know.
Jane saved us. I don't know how we would have gotten out without you.
You don't give yourself enough credit. I'm just saying that if people hadn't panicked, things might have turned out better.
Of course. We panicked. We were scared.
The plan was good. The execution was the messy part.
That sounds an awful lot like you're saying it was their fault.
What? No, that's not what I'm saying. Just...
I have to stop. I'm sorry. I don't want to slow us down. Can I just have a minute?
Yeah, girl, don't worry about it.
Yeah. Take a minute.
Thank you.
Really enjoyed what they did with the Wives in Fury Roads.
Alvin was supposed to...
I really need to rewatch it, to be honest. I don't remember much about it.
Is Alvin...
He's dead is what he is. Thanks to that fucking madman back there.
Kenny might know what to do. He had a family.
Let's hope he made it to the meetup point, then. What are you going to do with it?
What do you mean by that?
Sorry. Just making conversation. There was nothing.
No. What do you mean by that? But with what? My baby?
I'm just looking at the worst case scenario. You and Clem won't be able to raise a baby by yourselves. Not out here. It just means it's going to need food. And, you know, other stuff.
We'll look after it, together.
Even if that's the case, you can't always protect everyone.
Jane, come on.
And you assume I won't be capable enough. Just because you're some angry loner who doesn't care about anyone but herself doesn't mean you know better than me.
Hey, I've seen it before. Back when it started, me and my sister, we
What?
were...
She died? I don't need your pity.
You don't have the right.
Jane!
Yeah, that was a bit...
Shit, I didn't mean it. Shit.
She didn't mean it. Right?
Damn it.
Well, time for me to take up motorcycles. That's definitely how I felt after watching Furiosa, for sure.
We can't just sit here doing nothing.
I know. They'll be here soon.
Holy shit.
It had been so long. We were starting to worry no one else would make
What
it.
are my thoughts on season 2 versus season 1 so far? I feel like you haven't caught as much of me playing season 2, Dean, but I've been talking a lot about how, so a lot of what I liked about season 1, particularly like in terms of the narrative and kind of the embodied experience of play, was how when you're playing as Lee, a lot of the kind of scenarios that you find yourself in and having to react to, and particularly with regards to how characters kind of react to you and how you kind of navigate those situations, is how it was all underpinned by the fact that Lee is a black man. So as when you play as Lee, you're navigating this world as a black man, and there's a lot of underpinnings of kind of the racial gender trope of like the aggressive threatening black man that really underpinned a lot of the kind of narrative design in that game, which is fantastic. Love it. In this game, I'm so intrigued by what's going on in here, and playing as Clementine as an 11-year-old like racialized girl who has kind of lived through the experiences that she has done. So in a sense, she's very kind of like capable, and you know, she can look after herself if she has to, etc., because of the circumstances that she's in. But also, because of I guess those circumstances are not neutral, and it's not just the fact of the zombie apocalypse, but it's the fact of the way that people have reacted to the zombie apocalypse and how kind of community formation has been affected by the zombie apocalypse within the context of like people experiencing that in kind of a capitalist Western individualist society. And so much of your like embodied experience of being Clementine, or playing as Clementine, I should say, is kind of the push and pull of people like adultifying her, which, you know, people often do to racialized kids, right? They're adultified, especially like, you know, black boys and young men of color. We've talked about that with Life is Strange too. There's like an adultification which occurs, and a lot of people treat her that way. They treat her as like an adult and they adultify her. Or there are circumstances in which people are happy to weaponize the fact that she's a child when it's convenient for them. And there are quite a few circumstances of that are slightly different in nature. Like, you know, go talk to the person across the bridge. Like, he won't hurt you. You're just a kid, right? Coming from the people who suspected her and found her threatening and hurt her before. Or you're not allowed to be a part of this decision-making process because the adults are talking. Again, coming from people who perceived her as threatening and adultified her and did that before. So it's so good. I'm so intrigued by that kind of aspect of the narrative design in this season. It's just so good. So brilliant. So that's my thoughts so far.
Now, hopefully we can figure out a plan.
How's Sarita?
I tried to talk to Kenny. He flipped out on me. Started yelling. Scary shit.
I know, he probably didn't mean it, but it was scary.
I hate to say it. Sarita's on her way
Thank you
out.
for stopping by, Nahid, and thank you for the follow.
Is he gonna take care of her?
Kane,
I know it's not
Have a good night, and I
It's
hope your
better than the
conference goes well.
it's not our decision to make.
This is the one that's got to be made. We're already up the creek enough without a walker to worry about.
Just let me talk to him first.
It's all right, Sarita. It's gonna be okay. I'm gonna be here with you.
Yeah, no problem. Take care,
Right
friend.
till the end.
Hi, Kenny.
Oh, I've been asked to stretch. I shall do a little stretch after this
Think I don't know what
conversation.
y'all are whispering about over there. I said we just wanted a little fucking time alone to say goodbye. Shh, shh, shh. It's okay, babe. It's okay. We're gonna get through this. We're gonna do what we gotta do. We're gonna play the shit hand that this shit world dealt us. Just leave us alone. Don't you think you've already done enough?
What the fuck? Come on. Here we go. Classic fucking Kenny.
I tried to save
Look
her.
at her. I said, look at her.
Fuck you, Kenny. Once again. Fuck you.
She is going to die. Because of you. You think because you're a little girl, you can just get people killed and no one will care? That because you're sorry, it'll all magically go away? That's not how it works! Now for the last time, just leave us alone to say goodbye.
God, every time I try to have this little bit of sympathy
I'm
for
afraid
Kenny.
Just sitting here not doing anything.
Just give it time, Mike. It's still early.
Clem, how'd it go?
I just noticed we're in a Civil War museum, which is very interesting because not only does it link to some of the really interesting threads from the first season about how Lee used to be a history professor, and I think that he was particularly interested in Civil War history, which is, of course, like, for him as, like, a black man living in America, Civil War history is such a charged thing, especially in how it's kind of, like, fraught within the way it's presented in American culture. But let me just scroll back in the chat so I can catch up with y'all. Sort of like, and I'll stretch while I do, sort of like thrusting responsibility on her, but without giving her the power of adults. Yeah, I think that's really well put, right? So they want to adultify her in the context of, like, they see her as a threat and they don't trust her and they want to get rid of her. That's one context in which she's adultified. Or she's adultified when they, like, want someone to do the things that they want to do or to do the things that they can't do. And so she's, like, adultified in those contexts and in that sense, but she's not actually seen as being, like, equal to them, and she's not actually perceived as being, like, given any agency or anything like that, which makes a lot of sense when we're talking about this in the context of, like, the experiences of racialized children, right? Because we don't, like, adultify racialized children in order to give them agency. We adultify racialized children in order to oppress and murder them. That tends to be kind of the whole thing. So that's quite well put, Dean.
And he's being a jerk.
Clem, you can't just expect him to bounce back. That man's going through. At least you tried.
Still, doesn't exactly help us figure out what we're gonna do now. We got no food.
He has no right
water,
to speak to Clementine in the way that he did.
And we're losing daylight fast.
When the others get back, they'll know what
But
to
again,
do.
she's always expected to be, like, the mature adult in any situation.
Honey,
But Kenny isn't
Mike's got a
expected to
point.
do that
You can't just keep sitting
in
around
this
waiting.
situation.
Things are difficult enough right now, and soon you'll have a baby on your hands too.
what? Suddenly you're pretending to be concerned?
Seeing you people floundering the minute things don't go according to plan has just got me on edge, alright?
Well, I don't exactly see you stepping up to help right now either.
We should go find Luke, Sarah, and Nick. If they're in trouble, we might be able to help them.
Clementine's right. After everything, after all this, if there's any chance they're still alive, we need to take it.
I'll go. Clem can come with me.
I guess that also goes with how the father and leader of that community group drew a contrast between his daughter Sarah and Clementine and how they're different. Yeah, absolutely it does. Because that, like, in the Sarah and Clementine, like, parallel is really interesting, but not parallel, juxtaposition is really interesting because Sarah is, like, infantilized in a way that strips her from having any agency in any situation. And also from, like, developing the survival skills and the self-sufficiency and agency that she needs. And there's a sense in which that's violent. But then by contrast, Clem is, like, adultified in a way that's about, like, villainizing her or weaponizing her or using her for their own ends. Never to see her as, like, a human being with, like, needs or... also, like, a child is often seen as someone that needs to be taken care of, right? And Clementine is never seen as someone who needs care. Like, hardly anyone shows her, like, genuine, like, care in this game at all. I'm trying to commit a stretching routine to memory because I have crap flexibility. I should probably do that too, because I also need to improve my flexibility. Why is Kenny pissed now? Yeah, real. This might be a bit of a stretch, but I often feel that that's a common form of abuse put on kids. Like, how often do we hear in schools about our responsibilities and to act like an adult, but then not the agency of adults. And of course, the very important race angle that you're mentioning, which amplifies that. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Hold on, let me read Lost and Fairy's comment first. I feel like speaking as a white person, adultification is definitely a specific racialized thing, but I think it's true that sometimes adults will want you to be mature so they don't have to worry about you or be compassionate with you, but they aren't giving you agency and autonomy. Yeah, that I totally agree with. Totally agree with. And then also things are different depending on factors like disability. Yeah, absolutely. I think that's really well put. Lost and Fairy.
Thank you.
Listen, Rebecca, if anything goes wrong here, you got something to protect yourself?
I've got this. You don't think I'd need to...
I don't know, but you better keep that close. Come on, Clem.
Yeah, again, once again, Clem is kind of associated with the strong and the capable. Interesting imagery.
Look, I'm gonna level with you. You should know that finding your friends, that's a shot in the dark.
I don't know about that. We shouldn't give up before we've even looked.
Okay, but I wanted to talk to you, away from them. You wouldn't have made it this far if you weren't smart, but I just gotta warn you. That group is cracking. I've seen it before, and, well, a lot of times, it's better to be on your own. I know you see what I'm talking about. You don't want to be here when they start burning on each other.
You know, bad stuff happens to you when you're alone, too.
But your odds are better.
There's nobody to watch your back. And when something does happen, there's nobody there to help you.
How much help is Kenny gonna be? What he's going through? He's more of a liability than anything. And Rebecca's situation is not making things better back there. You get enough broken people together, and all you're gonna get are broken decisions.
How can you get along without trusting anyone?
That's exactly how I get along. For what it's worth, I like most of the people in your crew. But groups fall apart. People get killed.
Then why did you bring me with you?
I'm just trying to give you the tools you need to make it, if you wanna. Like your jacket. It looks warm, but a walker will bite right through that. My sister Jamie had a good leather one. Wish I still had it. You could've.
I always wanted a sister. I used to make my babysitter Sandra play a game that we were secret sisters. It was stupid kid stuff.
You know, being a big sister is, well, it's funny. It's really easy to be mean.
Oh?
You know, hide her toys, make fun of her bad haircut, give her the bad haircut on purpose. I mean, I did put the gum there. I figured I should get it out. I don't even know why.
Why would you even do that?
What could I do? She thought I was her best friend. I couldn't go unpunished. Every summer we'd go to this amusement park in Virginia. But the best part wasn't the rides. It was that nobody knew us there. And I'd pretend we weren't sisters. Just friends.
Oh.
All right, jackpot.
Okay, quick catch up with the chat. I was always treated like a child who couldn't be left alone or trusted to make their own choices for a long time because I'm autistic. Yeah, for sure. I think with disability in particular, there's that sense of like heightened like infantilization where like I guess we kind of have to characterize exactly what infantilization and adultification mean, which, you know, are not necessarily any one thing, but obviously like infantilization takes for granted that we live in a society where infants or children are like an oppressed class who are treated as not having the capability to make decisions for themselves, and who need to be protected by those decisions being made for them, and are weak or incompetent or incapable, etc. All of these things are very much associated with disabled people as a class as well, right? And then if we think about adultification, then this is about someone who doesn't need to be cared for, can take care of themselves, somebody who could be perceived as a threat or violent or can't be trusted. Those kinds of things. But like we talked about within this context of adultification, you're not perceiving this child that you're adultifying as being as necessarily having agency either. So it's definitely like complex in that sense. But when we understand racism, right, and a lot of the ways in which racialized people are configured, where we are constructed, particularly men in this way, and the way that like racialized women are gendered is a very specific thing as well. But I would say broadly speaking that we are constructed as being a threat. We are a threat to you. We're a threat to your way of life, your culture, your nation, your family, your job. We're a threat, right? And the idea of a child is what I talked about. And because a child is weak and non-threatening and has no agency, a child cannot be perceived as a threat the way that people of color are. Like inherently we're threatening to like white society and like the imperial core, right? That's what we are. That's how we're constructed. So that's kind of how you get an adultification of racialized children, in contrast to like an infantilization of disabled people, including adults. And those things are violent in different ways, for sure. I was treated as too disabled to make my own decisions, and then it was convenient for the adults in my life, and smart when that was convenient for them. Yeah, no, that really fucking sucks, Dean, but absolutely. And again, that's some of the dynamics that we're seeing in this game, is that like Clementine is smart and capable and she can do this and that and the other when it's convenient for them. She's an adult. She can take care of herself, make her own decisions. She's responsible for her own actions when it's convenient for them. And they also often put responsibility on her for things that she hasn't done or isn't responsible for. And they consistently also she is also often perceived as a threat, which, you know, is contrary to the idea of a child, right? Because a child is non-threatening, has no agency, etc. But then when it's convenient for them, they bring up or weaponize her childhood. I'm sure, if you've been watching or playing this the whole way through, I'm sure you've noticed that every time anyone mentions her being a child or a little girl, it is for a purpose. It's being weaponized. Then again, I think that's specifically more of a white autistic thing. Oh, for sure. Yeah, for sure. And it's really good for you to bring that up, Faye, because we know what happens to autistic men of color and boys of color, I should say. We're talking boys as young as 13, 14, who, you know, in the United States and in Palestine and across the world have been... You kind of have the racial gender construction of the threatening, aggressive, barbaric, racialized man, and then there have been these awful situations where these like young autistic men have had autistic meltdowns, and that has been perceived as like this threatening thing, and then they've been like horrifically, tragically like shot dead by police officers and by the military. That happened in Jerusalem to a autistic Palestinian man, Ayad Halak, and it's happened in the settler colony of the United States of America several times to several like young black boys as young as 13 and 14 as well. So there's definitely something to be said for the differences between white disabled experience and racialized disabled experience, and also how this depends partly on what the disability is. Part of me wonders why they made Jane as a character instead of bringing back Molly. Seems quite similar. I was thinking about Molly for sure, and how they seem quite similar. Yeah, I am having sister feelings. I don't want to talk about that right now. Maybe I will in a little bit, but I am having them.
These walkers got some good stuff.
I am having them.
They're just walkers. Why would they have anything?
Well, pretty recently they weren't walkers, were they?
Yeah, that was a silly question from me.
Take a look.
I just...
Old walkers are a waste of time. They're holding credit cards and busted old pagers. But these ones weren't walkers all that long ago. They were survivors. They might have useful stuff.
How could you tell how old they are?
That one's not coming back. See what else he's got. I'll check this one. Hold on to him. Ammo's getting hard to come by, and things aren't going to get better. Find anything?
Driver's licenses. 2 of them.
Well, I guess some people just can't leave the past behind. Smart haircut.
Thanks.
So, has your crew always been so dysfunctional? You fit in there, but you weren't like them. It makes me wonder.
I've actually only been with them a little while. I don't know what it was like before I got there. But Kenny was different. I know that.
Not loads different.
That's it.
A nail file. These things are great. Sharpen a blade, strike a flint. Amy always had one in her purse. It jabbed my hand when I went reaching in. Never be too sure with these things. Here, give me a hand.
Sarah's glasses.
These glasses, they're Sarah's.
Looks like your friend didn't make it. Sorry. I don't know what to tell you.
All we know is that she was here. It could be a good sign.
Don't go getting your hopes up. Look, Clem, I know what you want me to say, but...
Sarah! God damn it!
Shit! Okay, come on. We gotta find a way in.
I'm immediately thinking of, I guess you could stab someone with a nail file, Chloe Price. I also thought of Life is Strange.
Oh no.
Oh, Nick! Oh, rest in peace, Nick.
It's Nick.
Look, he's your friend. You should do this.
I'm sorry, Nick.
We really need a better weapon.
It's alright. It's done. If it comes to it, if Luke or Sarah or anybody needs to be put down, you gotta be ready for it.
Yeah, I know, Jane.
No hesitation. You know that, right?
It never gets any easier, does it?
Hasn't for me. That hatchet of yours seems to get stuck pretty easily. Gonna get you killed.
we're on the
Here,
same
use
wavelength,
this.
Jane. At least in this regard. Maybe not with regards to some of the other stuff.
Very effective. You can do this. They don't sound too good. Clock's ticking.
How do we find them?
Start by getting a better look. How about you get the close one, and I'll hop the fence to get the other.
Okay.
Go for it.
There we go. Nice.
Nice work. You know what you're doing. Now watch this. Got a nice little addition to your arsenal.
Ooh, smart, smart.
Take out the knees first. Then, put a knife in the back of its head when it's down.
Smart.
Alright, let's get a look at what we've got on deck.
She's cool as fuck. Yeah, she is. It's true. What do we got here?
It's gonna take some work to get over there.
There's too many.
We're not getting in while they're still hanging out over there. Maybe we can get them to move.
Okay, yeah.
Let's see if we can find anything over there.
Alright, to the car! Nice one, Jane. Yes, in the knees and then in the head. Smashed it.
Did the knee thing. Nice trick, huh?
Number one big sister. Ah! That one's debatable, but she is cool as fuck.
Worked up about something.
And what gets the interest of the dead?
People. How do we get in?
If we can make enough noise on this side, we can lure those walkers over here. Then we might just be able to go through that other trailer and get to your friends. What do you think of that? I mean, I'm just making it up as I go along.
I think that's best. I'm with you.
Good. What's going to grab their attention?
Noise.
Got you covered.
Yeah, it does look pretty strong.
That'll do it. Yep, that'll do it. Oh, that sounds like...
That's good, but we need to keep it going somehow.
Need to keep it going somehow. Okay. Let's back out for now. And see what we have around. Oh. Can I move him?
What are you thinking?
If we lean him on the horn, it'll keep honking and draw the walkers.
Just like moths to a flame. Give me a hand.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
It's working!
Come on!
Nice.
Come on.
Okay, the knee thing is pretty useful.
Crap. We gotta move it. It's locked. Then try something else. You're gonna need to use more force than that. Put some muscle into it. I'll hold them off. Just get us in there. Hurry!
I'm trying, Jane. There we go. Yes! Clementine! That's one buff little girl.
Help me block this. Hurry!
Sarah, please. Who's out there?
Luke!
Clem? Oh, thank God. Did Nick find you? He made a run for it. Looking for help.
I saw him outside.
Look, he was out there, but we took care of him, you know.
Yeah, buddy. I'm sorry.
When I heard y'all banging through the door, I thought the walkers come to take what's left of us.
Luke, where's Sara?
I don't know what to do about her.
What's the matter?
She in shock.
You gotta help.
Yeah, okay.
Sarah,
Oh boy.
look, it's Clem. See, it's just like I told you. They're okay. Sarah, come on. We have to go now.
Come on! We need to get out of here.
Guys, we can't do this. We can't stay here.
I don't know what to do. I can't snap her out of it. Okay, I tried to carry her, but I guess Carver messed me up pretty good back there. I don't know, it's just after Carlos, she just lost it. Started running through the woods like a maniac. I chased her for I don't know how long, and then while she saw this mobile home, made a beeline right for it. I'm just glad y'all are here.
We're not out of the woods yet.
Okay.
What are we gonna do about her? We gotta do something.
I'll try talking to
She'll listen
her.
to me.
Maybe.
Listen, we're gonna tear this place open pretty soon. We can't stay. So, we gotta get her up, or we gotta...
Well, I've been trying for hours. I could barely get her to look at me. Clem?
I'll try. God, I have a bad feeling about this.
Sara, it's me. Hi.
Shit.
I know how you feel right now. It's one of the worst feelings in the world. Ever since the walkers, so many people I know have died. People I love. And for stupid reasons.
Crap, we're surrounded. What about the skylight?
All we got.
Clem, there's no time.
Clem.
When everything started, I met my friend Lee. He tried to help me find my parents. He protected me more than anyone else in my whole life. He died to keep me safe.
Don't, I'm gonna cry again.
I'm so scared. But you're still here. Because he taught me to be strong, even when I'm scared. Because he wanted me to live. And your dad protected you because he wanted you to live. He would still want that.
Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God.
Get to the skylight, now!
Come on, I'll boost you.
What's going on back there?
My ribs. We're gonna need something to stand on.
Luke, get over here. Help me hold this.
Okay, okay.
Clem, see what you can find.
Fridge.
Forget it. That thing ain't budging. Find something else.
Can we use this?
It's not big enough.
God damn it.
What?
Sideboard.
Oh, shit.
Clem, you and Luke push. I'll hold this door shut as long as I can.
Fuck.
Okay, ready?
On 3. 1, 2, 3.
God.
Clem! Clem, help her! Help Jane!
Okay, go, go. Keep pushing. Go.
Oh, okay, this is stressing me out. Oh my God, Jane, you badass.
Luke, you first. We need you up top.
Girl boss shit, girl boss shit.
Okay,
Okay,
come
okay,
on.
okay, okay.
Clem,
Sarah, we have to go. Are you listening?
Come on, Sarah.
I can't do it.
now, Clementine. She doesn't want to go. You can't make her. Don't let her take you down too. Not again.
I can't! Daddy! Don't make me leave you. Come on. Dying like this is stupid.
You can't save her, Clem. We have to go. Believe me, I know about this.
Hurry up!
Come on, Sarah, come on, come on.
Clementine,
Please.
Grab her.
Oh. Whew.
Gotta go.
Okay, we did it, we did it, we did it. We did it. Jesus Christ. I did try being nice, and then it was like, there's only one thing left to do, and slapping you is better than letting you die.
Okay. Look, I hate to ask this, but are we there yet?
We're not far.
Look, Sarah, you can get through this. We both will.
Share a voice.
I'm not
Snap
okay.
out of it!
Just try. Can you do that?
That was my best share.
She just needs a little time, Clem. Leave her be for a bit. I don't know about this.
That's what we all just need, is share in our
The way she
apocalypse
is,
scenario.
She's gonna cause problems.
Yelling at us.
What happened in there? When we went in there, you were ready to help, but then something changed.
Look, I'd seen that kind of thing before. I just didn't want to stick around for the bitter end. Sorry, I don't mean to sound harsh.
Does that mean you'd turn on me if I was hurt or something?
No. I mean, Clem. I wouldn't have to. And just because you got her out of there today, doesn't mean you saved her. Trust me. I tried to save Jamie too, but she gave up.
Oh god, Luke is about to beef.
Can't believe it. As soon as you guys said go, I was the first one up on the... I had already made up my mind.
Well, you were the
Luke, you can't let it eat away at
like
you.
physically injured one, so we needed to get you out of there first. I don't know.
Well, I can't forget it.
I dragged my sister across 4 states. And every morning she'd say she wasn't getting up. So I'd convince her, or push her, or goddamn carry her if I had to. Until this time, walkers cornered us, forced us up to the roof. And when they kept coming, I couldn't make her jump, couldn't throw her. So I tried something else. I told her she could have what she wanted, and I left her there. Jumped to the next building over by myself.
You left your sister?
Don't know what to say.
It killed me for a long time. But I finally realized that I'd put her on a forced march through hell, when all she really wanted was for me to let her go. Sarah was that way too.
Jane?
No regard for her own safety, or ours.
Sarah and Jamie aren't the same person. We don't know if she'll end up like that.
People don't change. Come on, let's get back to your friends.
Not true. Some people don't really change. I don't love the framing of this. Yeah, certainly from Jane's point of view, I'm not sure about the narrative just yet.
Yeah, I'm a little amazed myself, to tell you the truth. If it weren't for Clem and Jane, well, I don't know what would have happened.
I think it's true that sometimes,
Sarah, how you doing,
I don't know, sometimes you do give up on living, don't you? Or you do give up on something and nobody can make you
Just glad you're here.
try. But,
Wait.
I don't know.
Where's Nick?
Rebecca, how about we go for a walk for a minute?
I guess I've been in a lot of situations where I tried, it's not the same thing, but I guess like I really tried to like salvage a relationship with someone who just wasn't willing to put in effort and just wasn't willing to change. And so I think that on some level I understand that happens, and when that happens, like, you can't do anything to force somebody to change. But also, it doesn't mean they'll never change, like, and it doesn't mean that, I don't know, it's hard, that's all I'm saying. But I'm not sure about how the narrative is framing the whole thing yet.
Some space. I have something I need to talk to you about too.
As opposed to just Jane's framing of the situation. Especially because I'm kind of pushing back against that
I ain't gonna
as the
sugarcoat
player.
this. That baby's coming even faster than Rebecca's letting on. But I was hoping you might know. Does Luke know anything about babies? Has he, I don't know, mentioned Carlos teaching him anything? Just in case?
Kenny had a family. He could help. Where is he?
It's a two-way street. It takes people not giving up, and it takes both people not giving up and changing. Absolutely, Beast Bones. 100%.
He brought Sarita in there not long after you left. I don't know if he's done it yet. Ain't seen him since. I don't think he's doing well.
I've seen him like this before.
That's why I was thinking you could talk to him. I think if it's just you, someone he knows well, you might be able to get through to him. And I wouldn't ask you to do it if it weren't for the baby.
I really don't want Clem to have to be the person who gets Kenny out of his depression once again, especially with the way that he fucking, like, yelled at her last time and said horrible shit to her last time. And, you know, when we were going through this in season 1 as well, it was like, obviously what Kenny is going through is fucking horrible, but he's just he's such a destructive, close-minded, selfish fucking prat, and thus far he hasn't changed. He acts like he's the only person in the world who's ever gone through this. He treats other people like shit, and he's just a selfish fucking git. I think in some ways he seems very much the same as of the first season. I don't know. I think her framing of her sister and Sara both experiencing mental distress as them essentially dragging them down is not great. Oh, for sure, I agree with you. I mean, there's definitely like a disableist like messaging in that. And that's why I guess I, as the player, am kind of pushing back against that. And the game is giving me the opportunity to so far. And in that situation, I was able to save Sara. So really, I think my final verdict will probably come after seeing how things progress a little bit. But certainly I agree with you in terms of, like, Jane's point of view. Although, like, obviously, what she went through with her sister was horrible, and I can't imagine that. Yeah. I don't know. And I guess that, like, a lot of the things that Jane was saying and, like, the way that she was talking is reminiscent of, you know, some of the things that we've been talking about since season 1, about kind of, like, the themes of eugenics and eugenicist attitudes that come out of these, like, zombie apocalypse scenarios. And obviously Crawford was kind of a very extreme manifestation of that. But a lot of the way that Jane was kind of talking, not just about, like, leaving people behind, but she was also kind of talking about, like, her and Clementine as being people who are, like, able to survive it. And I'm trying to remember what she said exactly, but I remember her saying, like, oh, you wouldn't be around, like, you wouldn't have survived this long if you weren't smart. And that's interesting, right? Because it's making an assumption that, like, the only people who survive are the people who are better than other people. Like, they're smarter, they're stronger, they're faster, they're etc. So even in a statement like that, there's this kind of, like, subtle, like, disableist and eugenicist framing in that kind of way of speaking about other people in this situation. And it's like, it should be said, like, yes, in disaster situations and stuff, often disabled people are the first to die, and they die the most. But, like, some people, A, it's not because they deserve to die, and B, like, some people need help, like, some people will always need help, and that doesn't mean that they deserve to die, and it doesn't mean that we should let them die, right? So a lot of the time, the reason why disabled people die the first in disaster situations, so I'm talking about, like, natural disasters, earthquakes, hurricanes, tsunamis, etc., but I'm also talking about, like, situations of war and displacement. So I'm talking about what's happening in Palestine, I'm talking about things happening all over the global south, and particularly kind of in the Swana region, where if people are forced to leave their homes, and their homes are, you know, getting burnt or bombed or drowned or whatever the scenario might be, many disabled people might be unable to leave the home, right? Physically on their own, they can't leave. But that doesn't mean you should leave them there, right? And many of the people who have survived, like disabled people who have survived in the Palestinian context, have survived because their families, their friends, their neighbors helped them. They've wheeled them for miles. You know, they've carried their, you know, bodies for miles. They've convinced each other every day that they need to keep living and they need to keep going on, and that they can do it together and that they can help each other, right? And so this is kind of what it comes down to, right? Is that even if Sara is never able to look after herself, does that mean that we should let her die? Me, personally, I don't think that I could do that. In good conscience, I don't think that I could do that. Like, and it doesn't matter if in Sara's case, she doesn't have like a physical disability that is, or a physical injury that's making it difficult, but she is going through and experiencing mental distress in such a way that she, in these situations, is like paralyzed, right? She has decision paralysis. She's like in shock. She freezes up. All of these are very natural situations to crises like this. Everyone reacts differently, and a freeze response is a completely natural response to crisis situations. Even if that never changes, even if she is never able to change that, and does that mean that if we have the opportunity to save her, that we should leave her behind? No. Because nobody deserves to die, and that's it. At the end of the day, nobody deserves to die. And if you can do something to stop somebody from dying, why wouldn't you, right? And that's what it comes down to at the end of the day. And when it comes to what Jane talked about with her sister, I'm not passing judgment on that because I've never been in that situation, and I don't know how bad it got. And I don't know. But there is the fact that it wasn't that she couldn't necessarily like do it anymore. But maybe it was. Maybe you could argue that it was. But it's that she made a decision to leave her behind. And I don't know about that. You know, I don't know if that feels quite right. So, yeah, those are what my general thoughts on the situation, and it will be quite curious to see how that plays out in this. Hello, GB. Welcome to the stream. How are you, my friend? There's a lack of mutual aid in post-apocalyptic media, kind of going along with what you're saying. Yeah, totally, absolutely, there is. And I talked about this when I was playing the first season, but it has a lot to do with how post-apocalyptic media tends to be created largely within the context of like Western capitalist individualist society, and is underpinned by these kind of ideologies of individualism and nuclear family. And so because the way that capitalist kind of individualism designs society and also kind of propagandizes us with its ideology, these post-apocalyptic worlds often naturalize the idea, which is not natural, which is constructed, but they naturalize the idea that it is human nature to only look out for yourself. And that is simply not true. Humans are social creatures. Humans need each other to survive, some more than others, but we all need each other to survive. So you can see as I'm playing this game that I'm really pushing back against that kind of like individualist mentality towards everything. But part of it is also that like within the kind of imperial core wherein a lot of this media is produced, many people have not lived through such disaster situations because they live within the imperial core. And if we contrast this to people within the global south who massively disproportionately face such disaster situations, where whether it's because of climate apartheid and climate racism, which is to say the phenomenon where climate change is disproportionately affecting countries in the global south who are experiencing heightened levels of natural disasters, absolutely devastating natural disasters, or whether it's because of imperialist and colonial wars and famine, which, you know, I say famine like with inverted commas because it's like a manufactured starvation rather than a famine. You know, it's like a calculated, manufactured, targeted starvation rather than a famine. Like what's happening in Gaza is not famine, it's starvation, right? What happened in India, in the Bengal, in Ireland, these are not famines. These are constructed, manufactured, intentional, strategic uses of starvation by empire, right? So in a lot of these situations, not only do people who are from the global south are disproportionately in collectivist cultures, which obviously there's good and bad things about the kinds of collectivist cultures that are practiced across the global south, which should not be homogenized. But I mean, obviously one of the enormous benefits of collectivist culture is that people are told and kind of raised to look after one another. Your neighbors, not just your nuclear family, but your extended family, your neighbors, your community, your friends, these are all people that you're supposed to look out for. So how we actually see people within the global south reacting to these kind of disaster situations is completely different. So it's when we're looking at this kind of media within kind of the imperial core, within the Western context where it's often created. Although I want to say, and I don't want to erase the fact that there's a huge amount of this kind of media produced in Japan as well, which is also influenced by kind of, you know, Japanese culture is to some degree a collectivist culture, but Japanese culture is also like a hyper-capitalist and highly imperialist culture, but in a very different and very specific way. And we don't have loads of time to go into that. But within these contexts, we're looking at people who have never lived through a disaster situation, imagining a disaster situation happening within the context of the imperial core, the UK or the USA or Canada or whatever, and constructing themselves as an individual who is uniquely capable of surviving within this situation. It's basic social Darwinism, right, which is eugenicist in nature. You have this kind of survival fantasy, right? So, yeah. Sorry, been talking for a bit, but that's kind of the gist of it. And so it's often like understanding that these things are politically and historically specific, and that it actually isn't human nature for everyone to want to look out for themselves. This is something that we're taught and something that we internalized. But we know from the fact that we see it in the world that we live in, that there are many people who react to natural disaster, starvation, war, and so forth within the global south as a result of imperialism and the kind of climate and human toll that it creates, who react to these disasters in a way that is based on taking care of one another and rebuilding communities as well that have been destroyed, etc., etc. So yes, that's the rant. Oh, thank you for telling me to hydrate, GB, because I've been talking for like 5 minutes.
We need your help with Rebecca's baby. No one else knows what to do.
Hi, B.
She didn't want me to wait, but I had to. In case by some crazy chance she didn't come back. That beautiful face. So I waited. I thought maybe she'd be different. You know what it feels like to get beaten almost to death. Peaceful. It feels peaceful. It was like I was floating away, watching the whole thing happen to me. And then I woke up again, and nothing's changed. I'm still taking a beating. Every day. Duck, Katya, Sarita. No peace. No rest. Punches just keep coming. Why the hell couldn't Carver have just finished me off? Obviously, I ain't helping anyone by being here.
That baby's almost here, and Rebecca needs your help.
Yeah, I guess she does. Now, don't worry yourself about this. It's nothing. Hadn't killed me yet, anyway.
It looks like it must hurt.
Not bad, GB. Not bad.
Well,
Stream is going well, I think. I won't exactly say that we're enjoying it because this game is
We should see what's going
really
on.
intense and really emotional. But I love it. I'm obsessed with it.
Are you okay? How does it feel?
Feels wet. That's how it feels.
What's going on?
Rebecca's water broke.
Oh, Christ.
We should... I don't know what we should do.
oh, fuck.
That means the baby's coming, right?
Kenny, thank God. I think the baby's coming. What do we do?
All right. Give me a second.
No way can Rebecca trap her like this.
He's right. She's gonna make a lot of noise. They'll be able to smell her, too. Now you got no choice but to lock down and ride it out.
It hurts more than before. Is something wrong?
This place doesn't seem safe for a baby being born.
That map shows a couple of buildings nearby. Maybe one of them could do the trick.
Good idea. I do kind of feel bad for Kenny in this moment, but I dislike
Museum
Clem
seems
having
like it
to
could
be
be
the
a
one
good
to take
start.
care of his
I'll go.
feelings.
Good
Yeah,
idea.
I agree.
Mike, think you could go with her?
Sure thing.
I'll check the building by the river.
Okay, then. Kenny, you stick with Rebecca, and I will check the perimeter for walkers. Sarah? Sarah, you just stay here with Rebecca and Kenny, okay?
Clem... I know it must have been hard, but thank you for talking to Kenny. I'd love for you to give me and Mac a hand looking at the museum, but I was thinking, how do we know Jane ain't just gonna take off? Maybe you should go with her. Make sure she comes back.
What do you mean by that?
You know, she doesn't seem to like being around people much. And she volunteered to head off awful fast. I guess it could be nothing.
I don't know if Jane will come back. I think she's scared about the baby.
That's what I was afraid of. That's why it might be a good idea to have you go with her. Just something to think about.
Okay, we're looking for warm blankets, clean water, disinfectant.
That all sound right?
Don't worry. Everything's gonna be fine.
I want to check on Sarah. I'll help everyone else, too.
I think that'd be good.
Yeah, sure.
All right, everyone, you know what to do. Let's be fast, and let's...
Maybe we can try and get Sarah to help or take an interest in what's going on. I think that would be good.
Hey, Sarah. You know, Rebecca's starting to... They were going to leave me, weren't they? Of course not. Luke tried really hard to get you to come with him. How come you didn't leave me? Because we're friends. I could never be that good of a friend. I just want my dad. I know. When he gets here, we should all go back to the cabin. We're safe there. Sarah, your dad. You know he isn't coming, right? Sarah?
Hey, I think that's all she can take for now. She'll be all right.
The others could really use a hand scout for supplies.
I'm kind of curious about Mike and Bonnie, like, as characters. I feel like I want to spend some time with them. And I also I'm not 100% sure how Jane is going to feel about me going with her, because I feel like it might give her the impression that I don't trust her, which, I mean, I don't 100% trust her, but sometimes trust is like, I mean, it's something that you feel, but it's also something that you extend to someone else, right? Like, I'm choosing to trust you, and either you make good on that or you don't, and then we go from there, kind of thing. So, oh, it's tricky. It's tricky. I'm gonna go with Mike and Bonnie.
I'll see if Mike and Bonnie need any help.
Good. Don't be too long if you can help it.
I guess that's the place there.
Fuck. It's a wreck.
You ain't even been inside yet.
Just look at it. Glass all blown out, walkers hanging around.
Well, no way to find out until we go and check it out for ourselves.
Maybe we can still find something.
Yeah, maybe. Sorry, I just really want sticking with y'all to work out. And it's been hard so far.
How about you make it up to us by helping out with those walkers up there?
Yeah, alright.
Jane showed me a good way to attack them. If you take out a knee, they always fall. And then you can stab them in the back of the neck.
A good smack to the head's always done fine for me.
It makes sense, right? Because you're trying to get their brain. Knees. Knees, you idiot. I just told you about the knees.
So the knee is about halfway down the leg.
Yeah, okay.
Let's do this before more of them show up.
She's just like me for real.
Watch out for the broken glass. It's all over.
Okay.
Somebody's already been through here. Guess that's not a surprise. Still, might be something worthwhile left. Let's check it out.
We need to look fast, so we can get back to the others.
Let's just make a sweep. I really don't want to go back empty-handed.
Okay, Civil War Museum.
One eye on the woods while we're in here. I don't want nothing sneaking up on us.
I watch this side, you watch the other.
Do you think these work?
Nah, they're just for show. Be handy, though.
They would definitely be
Also
handy.
really loud.
Good point.
Loud, yeah, that's true. That's true. What do we got here?
Souvenirs, huh? Looking for a keychain with your name on it?
No. Why would I want a keychain? I don't even have any keys.
Ah, good point.
Clementine, they could never make me hate you.
Hey, look at this. An old coat.
Nice. Good find, Clem. You should hang on to that. It's gonna get a lot colder before it starts getting warmer. And someone could use it.
Penny said we need blankets. It's not really a blanket, but...
But it should do the trick. Good call. I guess you've already got that old coat I gave you. I feel so bad about everything that happened.
You should.
Hopefully you won't always think of me like that. Not that I blame you if you did. I haven't always used the best judgment.
It seems like you're with us now. That's what matters most.
Bonnie will remember
Clem
that.
found a jacket.
That's great, but isn't gray the, you know...
Yeah, it is. I'm sorry, buddy.
We can't put Rebecca in a Confederate coat.
Oh, I didn't even think about
Of
that.
course you didn't.
Guess it's better than nothing.
Of course you didn't think about that, Bonnie.
Lee would have loved this place.
Yeah.
You think maybe they say that stuff about water and blankets just to get people out of the way?
Oh, you don't know what the hell you're talking about. And you didn't have to come with me.
No, I wanted to. Never mind.
There's sure been some animals through here. Watch where you step.
Okay, we got water, I think. Maybe. Fingers crossed. Ugh, yeah.
Any luck?
No, not so much. Unless you want some broken glass.
What do we got here?
Nothing but junk in there. Trust me.
I tell ya, I sure don't like being near a graveyard with the world the way it is now.
The way things are now, you're in a graveyard all the time.
Yeah, true enough.
Smash! Oh, water.
Over here.
Water! Bottled and clean, that's just what we need. It's locked. You want to kick it down?
That'd make an awful lot of noise.
Yeah, maybe. You know, if somebody was small enough, they could maybe squeeze through that gap there.
I could try to pry it open some more, but I don't know if that'll help much.
No, I mean, maybe...
All right, all right.
Here we go again.
Thanks, Clem.
It's always
Just open the door
fucking
from the other
squeezing
side. Might
Clementine
carry
through
those
some
things out.
tiny
Might be a bit
space.
heavy for you.
I'm stuck.
Okay, maybe I push from...
Well, that happened.
Thanks, Mike.
Yeah, no problem.
I'm so sorry about that, Clementine. We should have been more careful.
At least now we got something to bring back.
I'll keep checking the other room.
Let's get this water.
God.
Hey, I got this.
Nice one, Mike.
That looks pretty heavy.
That's all right. I know it looks like a lot, but we could all go through this pretty quick. Barbara was crazy, but at least his shelves were always full. We're gonna have to be conservative as hell.
We'll make a plan. Everyone will have enough.
I hope so. That baby's gonna be hard on everyone, especially Rebecca. And between you and me, she's not looking too good.
Hey, guys!
Come on, stay close.
I feel like people are gonna get really weird about the baby.
They just walked on in like it owned the place. Figure it'd make sense.
Oh,
We can eat raccoon?
I don't want to kill a raccoon. I know we have to, but I don't
I
wanna.
mean, just that I'd be really happy to eat that raccoon. I'm starving.
Fresh meat would go a long way with Rebecca.
Yeah.
Oh,
don't let it get away.
Little guy.
Where is it?
I think it went over there.
Over here!
Oh, oh, look at him.
Oh, shit!
Shoot!
Dang it! Not with the walkers out there.
Little babies. Oh.
I'm even hungrier than I was before. How'd I get to a place where I'm sad I'm not eating raccoon?
Well, I'm sort of glad it got away. It had a family.
Yeah, me too.
Come on, let's just get this back to Rebecca and the others. We don't have much time to wait.
Tiny raccoon babies.
I'm not supposed to be in labor yet, Kenny. What if something's wrong?
Nothing's wrong. Babies know how to be born.
How long did your son take?
How you doing, Beck?
Okay. I'm okay. How did you guys make out?
Museum's a bust. All glass walls shattered. It'd be impossible.
And it was picked over pretty good. Lots of folks probably been there before us.
A walker in there almost got us. Lucky Mike was there.
Clem's the one who finished it off.
Looks like you also found some water.
We sure did.
Good. Good. We save all of that for Rebecca. Anybody else gets a thirst, you can go to the river.
Well, it's a good thing there's a river nearby.
Hey, Clem. Glad you made it back safe.
How are you feeling?
Scared. And it hurts. I wish Alvin was here.
Everything Alvin did was for you and the baby. Back at Carver's, in the office. He stayed behind to stop the people chasing us. He died to keep us safe.
Jesus. Of course he did. I know it's a waste of time, but I can't stop thinking about things I should have said to him. Things I should have talked to him about. How am I ever going to do this without him?
Alvin told me that he thinks the baby's gonna be a girl.
Oh yeah? That big dummy never did have a sense for these things. I've got a feeling this one's a boy. You're a good kid, Clementine. I'm glad you'll be there to watch out for this baby. Oh shit.
I got this. I'm worried that we ain't seen Jane in a while. Go check on her, would you?
Yeah, go on ahead. I'll be fine.
Oh. So we got a minute to look around and talk to folks and stuff for the first time in what feels like forever. I feel like it's been a very fast-paced couple of episodes, so let's take advantage of that a little bit. She just glares at the statue. I wonder if it's because she knows about the Civil War that much. The way that she's staring at it makes me think. The way that she's looking at it makes me think. Maybe.
Hey, Luke.
Hey, Clem. So, I heard Mike saved you bacon today.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Yeah, I'm sure he is.
He thinks we don't like him.
No, it's not that. I just think he's more eager than he has a right to be. Okay, he wants acceptance before he's earned it. Does that make sense to you?
I guess so.
I'm not sure. I think he's doing a pretty good job of earning it.
What are you thinking about?
I'm worried about Rebecca. Having a baby can be rough enough on a woman, even in a nice, clean hospital. Does she even have a shot out here?
on, Clem. Go catch up with Jane.
That walk seemed longer to you on the way back.
No, but thanks for carrying the water.
I didn't realize how tired I was until I put it down. I need to rest up a bit.
Adrenaline,
Seems
probably.
like folks appreciated it, though.
That's good.
Maybe they'll come around after all.
I hope one of these buildings is safer than out here.
Parker's Run National Park. Historic
I
Museum.
hope Jane finds something good over there. It looks closer on the map.
Battlefield tours. Yeah, all of the Civil War stuff is quite interesting because, like, Civil War has kind of been like a theme, like a motif
Hey, Sara.
in this game. Okay, off we go, I guess. Kenny's probably just gonna be like, why aren't you looking for Jane? So we can talk to him later.
Jane?
Oh boy.
Hey, Clementine, up here.
Okay.
Oh, hey. Museum was a bust, huh?
We found water. A lot of it.
Well, that's something, at least. Check this out. This gate's still locked, which means that hopefully no one's gotten to whatever was locked in there in the first place. I've been trying to get it open, but it's locked pretty tight. Can't see what's inside.
That could be a place for Rebecca to have the baby.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Maybe I can pick the lock.
The nail file?
Versatility is not overrated.
Yeah, girl boss shit.
You know, it wouldn't hurt to try a heavier hand with this thing. See if you can find something bigger. We might need to bust the mechanism.
Okay, sure.
There were more cannons in the museum. Mike said they're just for show.
They fill them with cement, so they're safe.
Oh.
Viewfinder.
I guess it's broken.
I really want to know what she's thinking about all of this Civil War stuff.
Find anything?
No, not even trash.
Can I not? I can't go any further, I don't think, in there. Okay. God, poor Clementine's face is always, just really sad. Really devastated expression.
Ow! Shit!
You okay?
Yeah. I think I almost had it. Keep looking.
Well, I'm looking.
There's some buildings across the river. I think I can see a church.
The nearest river crossing is miles up. Rebecca wouldn't make it in her condition. Keep it in mind, though.
Jane, there's someone coming toward us.
Oh boy.
Shit, shit, shit. coming this way. And who knows if he has friends nearby. I don't like having some stranger sneaking around, so
Why is he coming up here?
no idea. But we should scope him out and see what he's up to. I don't like having some stranger sneaking around so close to the others. We've got enough on our plates with a baby coming. Last thing we need is someone telling their friends about the new easy targets in the neighborhood.
I'll distract him so you can sneak up behind him.
Good call.
Maybe that was not the right choice. I don't know. Maybe you should just talk to him. But I don't know.
Hey. I just want to talk to you. What are you doing here?
Nothing. I'm out of hope. I'm going to go. I don't want to shoot. I don't want to shoot anyone. Especially маленькая девочка. Little girl.
You don't have to shoot anyone. Just put the gun down.
Back up. Put the bag down. Clem, make sure he doesn't have any other weapons in there.
No, I have no more guns. I swear to you.
Anything?
Well, the medication could have come really, really in handy
Whoa.
for the pregnancy.
That's a serious stash of meds.
No. Take whatever you want, but don't take the medicine. It's for my sister. My older sister, she's sick. The pain makes her cry and that makes those things come. Please.
Is it just you and your sister?
No, I have many friends. In the woods.
Sister or not, we could really use that stuff.
No, you are not nice people. You have already left me defenseless, and now you take my sister's medicine? You are worried.
Hey, we've got people who are suffering, who need this medicine. Luke's still a wreck after Carver's. Kenny's a mess. Rebecca's in pain. Look at all of it. Clementine, we need
People
that
are
stuff.
suffering just as much as yours. You are not special. Clementine, yes, you must
We don't believe a
me.
fucking word about your sick
Please
sister.
don't make my sister suffer. She has been through enough.
Oh yeah? Well, I think you're just some junkie. You know what that word means, huh?
Oh, no, I'm telling the truth. I swear upon my own life.
I don't believe any of this. Medicine, Clementine. You're not taking them.
I'm not robbing anybody. Just let him go.
He will remember that.
Боже, thank you, Clementine. Thank you.
That's when it's useful to have an internal monologue like in LIS. Jane, what are you doing?
Oh, what are you doing? You don't have to do this.
Jane, what are you doing?
Don't you ever come around here again. I don't care if you do have some sick sister. The next time I see you, you won't just be walking away. Go.
Oh, Jane. Jane. Yeah, I mean, I kind of
I
enjoy...
can't believe I've gotten into this.
I kind of enjoy that there's no internal monologue, but sometimes I'm like looking her
Brett ain't some
expression
stupid
and I'm
kid.
like, ooh, what's she thinking?
I thought we were just gonna talk to him.
I needed to make sure he didn't come back here again. Go get the others. I'm gonna get this place opened. Now we need to get moved in ASAP.
Oh, dear. Deary me. The sky is a very beautiful color right now.
Clem, hey! Any luck with that observation deck? I was just checking on Rebecca and Kenny. They said they hadn't heard from you in a while. I don't guess there'd be much, but Jane seems pretty resourceful. God knows we could use a break.
Jane and I were trying to open the gift shop and a stranger showed up.
What? Shit. This is the last thing we need right now.
Jane took his gun and scared him off.
Well, I'm glad you're okay. Is Jane still up there now?
Yeah, she's trying to get the gift shop opened.
You know, I can't figure her out. And she really lays it on the line, but at the same time, she doesn't show you anything that counts. I'm never quite sure if she just done like people, or just plain out done like me.
I'm still not sure what to think about her. She's strong, and she's been helping us, but she's cold.
Maybe, but nobody's that cold. I'm definitely starting to think we might need to branch out.
What do you mean?
Jane seems like the kind of person who gets tempered by hardship, you know? But when I look at Kenny now, he seems broken. And broken people get reckless.
Yeah.
Well, you got a history with him. Look, I think he's a good guy. At least started as a good guy. But I just think he's had to take more than he can handle.
Are you any better? Is anyone?
Whoa, hold on. I didn't mean... I just want to survive. And that means picking the right sides.
I need to tell the others about the deck.
Yeah, good. I will, I'll see you back there.
Kenny, you get more from me than maybe you deserve, but... Oh well.
Shit! Oh God!
Breathe like I told you.
Okay.
Oh no.
Oh God.
Oh fuck.
Oh God! Oh no! Oh.
Clementine!
Shit, walkers.
How'd they get that close without anyone seeing them? The hell's Luke?
Kenny, we've got to do something.
You just keep that baby safe.
Kenny?
We can't stay here.
Museum. It's our only choice.
No, Jane and I found a place. I'll show you.
Good. Someone help me up.
Oh God, there's so many.
Gotta get out of here. I'm not dying like this.
Mike, get Sara.
On it. Sara, get going.
Jesus.
Clem, I don't think it's okay.
Kenny has not been okay for a long time.
I mean, that isn't...
Let's go, please.
We don't need to be having this conversation right now, okay? It's fine. Just let him do his thing.
Damn it!
That's about as human as I've felt in a long time. I almost forgot what... Clementine!
Were they fucking?
Jesus, Clem, it's just not...
What's going on?
Well,
Time and place.
In here. Let's get you comfortable.
Time and place.
What the fuck are you two doing up here?
Kenny, what's going on?
We got God knows how many walkers out there, which you were supposed to be keeping an eye out for.
Hey, hold on a second. Just tell me what's going on.
What's going on is you're a reckless fucking moron.
I'm reckless. You know, you got a lot of nerve, Kenny.
Oh God. Oh.
Shit, is she,
The walkers are right behind us. We have to keep them from getting up here.
There's still the stairs.
God, straight people, I swear to God.
Right over here.
Yeah, no, for real.
At the stairs.
Is this really the time to be fucking?
You want to help? Get out there and keep the walkers off us. I'll do this. I've been here before.
They can't rush us on the stairs. Shoot them before they get to us.
Shit, that's a lot of them. We need everyone out here.
Sarah, stay out of the way, okay?
What do I do?
Whatever you can, Clem.
I'm staying with you.
Fine, fine. Help her relax. Everything's gonna be all right. Just try to calm down.
Stop telling me to be calm.
Try to think about Alvin. What he would say if he was here.
Do it.
Can't do this. Clem, just make it stop. Please.
This baby is coming, like it or not.
You can do this. You've gone through too much to give up now.
Okay, okay. I can do it. Just don't let go.
Good, good. Clem, you need to get out there and help the others. I've got this. Keep shooting! They are not getting up here!
We're gonna run out of ammo.
Find something to block this gate.
Help us!
We could block the gate with this.
I'll help them.
Yeah, okay.
Get ready? Oh shit! Holy fuck! What the fuck is going on?
Did someone
out there?
fall? Did Mike fall?
Get back! Get back!
Oh, shit!
Shit.
Jane!
Sarah, hang on!
Fuck! Fuck! Hurry! I can't hold on.
Oh shit, shit, shit. Shit. Shit.
Come on!
Take my hand! No! No!
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
There's nothing we could have done. We could never have gotten her up here.
Sarah.
Oh shit.
Ah!
They're gonna make it up here.
I just thought because Jane was right there, it made sense to...
We need to break the rest of the deck.
She's right. She's right. Drop the whole deck.
Drop the... Are you fucking crazy?
How are we gonna do that?
I don't know. Just look around. This ain't working.
There we go. Okay, okay. Rest in peace, Sarah.
It's too thick.
Shit. Dead. Second death of the stream. Okay. Second? Third? Maybe my third.
We could never have gotten her up here.
Push.
Oh shit. They're climbing up. What? They're gonna make it up here.
Fuck! Does this shit ever end?
Well, we need to break the rest of the deck.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think it's the
She's
third.
right. Drop the whole
Could
deck.
be worse.
Drop the... Are you fucking crazy?
How are we gonna do that?
I don't know. Just look around.
Crap.
Look!
That'll work. We bust that, the whole thing comes down.
Loose me.
They're getting closer. Clementine!
Move it!
Yeah, I'm trying. Come
Going
on.
as fast as I can.
Guys.
Watch it! Son of a bitch!
Fuck. Oh, Sarah, I feel so bad about that, but it just felt like it made, like, Jane was right there and, Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. Fucking hell. God, I imagine just trying to go to sleep and all of those zombies are fucking around on the outside.
Hey, Clementine.
Yeah, I also thought the baby was stillborn
How's he doing?
for a second.
He's perfect. Who's a perfect little man? Who's the most perfect little man in the whole world? You are. That's right. You are. I'm fine. Just wish I could get warm.
Clem, why don't you give her that coat we found?
I'm sorry, Rebecca.
Sorry, about the color.
You really think I care about that? Do you want to hold him?
Could I?
Of course. Your family. Here.
Oh.
There you go.
You're a natural.
Look at you, like a big sister. Here, let me take him. You both should rest. Especially you.
She's really not looking
When's
so
the last
hot.
time you slept, Kenny?
About 2 years ago. I'm fine. Plus, somebody's gotta watch you while Mama gets her beauty sleep. You never forget that smell.
Oh no. I am worried about Rebecca though. The baby is alive, but Rebecca's not looking so hot.
Oh, shit.
What are you doing?
Listen, I'm sorry. I've gotta go. Come on. The longer I stay, the harder it'll be.
Go. Go where?
Just... away. Okay? You know, Jamie, Sarah. I'm not gonna stick around and watch it happen to you too. You know the score. You're a smart kid.
But I thought you believed in me.
I do. But give it enough time, and everyone's luck runs out.
It's interesting because I think that there's a...
Listen, when the shit hits the fan, because it always does, remember that you can make it on your own. It's not an option for everyone. If things start heading south, don't let them drag you down with
For
them.
God's sake, Jane.
You don't owe them anything.
Yes, I do.
They'll make you feel like you do. Like it's all one happy family. When push comes to shove.
I owe these people everything. They've kept me safe, looked out for me. I wouldn't be here without them.
Well, they can't keep you safe forever.
No one is safe forever.
Thank you, Clementine.
You take care of yourself. I mean that. Here. Versatility is not overrated.
Thanks.
Yeah. I gotta go.
I was just thinking that I think that, like, Jane actually can't cope with this stuff. Like, on an emotional level, she can't cope with it. And so she runs away. And she runs away because she's afraid to form attachments and then to lose people. Not because she's stronger than other people, not because she thinks the only way is to make it on her own, but because, like, on an emotional level, she feels like she fundamentally, like, can't handle, like, forming attachments and then, like, losing people. And obviously this is very, like, heightened in this situation, but there are a lot of people like that, right? There are a lot of people who, like, develop, like, a sense of, like, being afraid that in somehow, on some level, like, people will leave them or abandon them. So if they leave first, then they can't be abandoned. There are a lot of people like that, you know, and I think that I feel like that's what's going on with Jane.
Hey, thought you'd be asleep by now. You okay?
No.
I guess we all got stuff on our minds.
Well, that was really helpful, Luke.
Temperature's dropping. We're low on food. I think we gotta stay put for a while, you know, for Rebecca and the baby. So I'm thinking as soon as it gets light, Jane and I should go explore, see if we can find some place to scavenge.
Thought I was going to try and be emotionally vulnerable.
What?
But clearly you are also not a person to be emotionally vulnerable with, Luke.
What? When?
Just now.
Are you serious? She didn't say anything about leaving to me? What the fuck?
Oh my god, you fucked her once.
Hey, keep it down.
Sorry. Sorry. Just... Jane's gone.
Really? Luke? Of all the childish bullshit.
Childish? God damn it, Kenny. You know what? Just lay off.
No, you put our lives, this baby's life at risk, so you two could roll around like fucking teenagers.
Look, I made a mistake, alright?
No, it's not all right. What do you want from me?
You guys are both acting like jerks. All you guys do is fight.
Look, I'm sorry, okay? I fucked up. But you know what, Jane? She made an offer, and Jesus Christ, I needed it, okay? I mean, look around you, okay? Everything is shit. So forgive me for wanting to enjoy one moment of something else.
Fine, but this baby, he's what matters now. Got it? So get your shit together.
Where's my baby?
Is everything all right?
Everything is fine.
We're gonna need a good place to raise him, which ain't here. We gotta push on.
We head north, get to Wellington. That's our best shot.
There's a town across the river. It might be safe there.
Or at least it might be a good stop on the way.
Kenny!
I'm sorry.
Kenny is gonna become obsessed with that baby.
Clem's got a point. That could be a whole town full of supplies, and not that far from here.
Whole lot better than here, anyway. Looks like that's our best bet. We need to get on the road as soon as possible. We leave at first light.
Whoa, whoa. What are you talking about? Rebecca needs rest. A few days at the least.
We've got that baby formula.
And won't help the rest of us. And what about shelter? We'll freeze out here.
Luke's right. She needs to rest. We should wait a few days.
Maybe that's for the best. We don't want to push Rebecca too hard.
Just give me a day or two, Kenny. I'll be fine.
This is a mistake.
Look, we should all try to get some sleep. It's been a long day.
Sorry.
Okay, Bex? It's gonna be all right.
If he takes off with that baby, I swear to God, yeah, for real. Yeah, it's something I struggle with and I'm actively trying to work on. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, raise your hand if you have abandonment issues. I sure do. So, you know. But, and I'm trying to work on that too, but you just can't live life without trusting people and letting yourself care for people and letting other people care for you, you know?
You alright?
She's exhausted. We all are.
I can keep going.
Otherwise, like, otherwise, what are we living for, you know?
We should have left right away, instead of waiting around. We could have found more food and been someplace warm days ago.
We did the right thing. She was in no condition to move.
She's worse now.
We could still turn back.
That's not an option. Everybody hang in there. We gotta keep moving if we're gonna make it to that town before nightfall.
You don't even listen to anyone else. You just go on barking orders.
It's true.
You gotta lighten up, okay? You're pushing them too hard.
I'm just doing what has to be done, like always. Keeping people alive.
You're not helping anything by arguing.
Well, don't forget you agreed with me about waiting to leave camp until today.
Well, yeah, but you guys yelling about it is not.
Over here. There's a place to sit.
Becca, let me take the baby.
He's okay. I've got him.
No, you rest for a minute. I'll wash him.
Back off, Kenny. She said she doesn't want you to take the baby. Don't be weird about it, okay?
I ain't being weird about it.
Yeah, you kinda have been. And not just right now.
Oh, I don't know. Oh, I don't want to get into this.
Just trying to help. People are too damn sensitive sometimes.
Hello?
What is this?
Oh.
Arvo?
Arvo?
Jane and I met him on the observation deck. Before everyone else came.
That's the guy?
You know this son of a bitch? Well, what's he want?
He doesn't look like much.
That ain't the point.
Hello? Please?
He has a sick sister. They might be in trouble.
All right.
Hello. Your name is Clementine, yes?
Hi, Arvo.
These are your friends? I'm hoping you can help me now, not like before. All of you can help.
I'm sorry about before.
Yes. I need, things for bandages. I need bandages.
Are you hurt?
No.
Никакие оружия! Никакие оружия! Никакие оружия!
Это они?
Да, это они.
Скажи им, чтобы они поставили их оружие на пол, и что мы забираем все, что они имеют.
Что ты хочешь, чтобы я взял?
Откуда я знаю? Чтобы у них не было.
We don't want any trouble.
I told them you are the ones who robbed me.
No.
They think it's funny that you
We
just
didn't
a little-
rob you.
Robbed?
And they want you and your friends to put down the guns, so we can take your things.
Whoa, whoa, hang on now.
What the hell?
Why get excited?
Clementine, you robbed this guy?
It wasn't me who took your stuff. It was Jane. It wasn't any of us.
Jane, where's the other woman?
Что происходит?
Did Jane go back and steal shit?
Шотин?
Не здесь?
I do not see a woman who was with you.
She's gone. She left the group.
It's a trap. I know it. Они прячутся. Я знаю, что
Hey,
они
hey,
прячутся.
hey.
Fuck.
This can be easy for you.
Арво, скажи, чтобы они опустили оружие.
All of you, just put your guns down. This will be fine.
We have a baby!
You have a baby with you? У них грудничковый ребенок.
Если ты знаешь, что хорошо для тебя,
Drop that now or I'm gonna fucking shoot it. I'll do it. Drop
Don't
it.
even
Drop
try it,
Don't
motherfucker.
fucking
I
don't
guarantee
move.
I'm a better
I said
shot
don't
than you
move.
are. I'll drop you
Fucking
both before you
hell.
blink.
Okay, okay.
Everybody be cool. This doesn't have to go
Oh
down like
no.
Don't kill us. Look, you don't look like stupid people. Let's just
Oh.
we can work something out if nobody does anything stupid.
Don't make me do it. Look at me. Do you hear me? I will kill you if I have to.
No!
Okay, maybe that was the wrong choice. Fuck! Shit! Shit. Fuck! No! No! That's the end of the episode. Stop. Stop. I don't have time to play episode 5 tonight. I've made a terrible mistake. Oh, fuck. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, I feel that I have made a series of bad decisions in this episode, but we are where we are, and there's nothing for it except to just push through, huh? Okay. Let's review our decisions for episode 4. Pragmatism. Left Sara at the trailer park. You and 40.6% of players saved Sara at the trailer park. So actually, pretty big margin of players leave her there. Compassion robbed Arvo. You and 52.4% of players refused to steal from Arvo. That was pretty split. Selflessness crawled through ticket booth window. You and 50% of players volunteered to crawl through. That is also quite split. Nurturing held the baby. You and 56.9% of players held the baby. And survivalism shot Rebecca. You and 42.9% of players chose to shoot Rebecca. I feel like that was a bad decision. I feel like that was a horrible decision that I made, actually. I feel okay about the other ones, but shooting Rebecca, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Just turning off the music because I don't know if it's going to be copyright or not. I don't blame you. It's easy to panic in these situations. Yeah, it is. It's the thing about this game, right, is that so much of the dialogue choices and the decisions are timed. And I think that that's a good decision for this game because it needs to have that kind of like level of tension and urgency and panic. I think that that's like an effective narrative design choice and game design choice in this game, but fuck me. Yeah, fuck me. Both options felt like they could risk fucking things up. Yeah, I also kind of felt like with choosing to stay for a few days or to leave immediately as well, like the after Rebecca had her baby, I was like, I don't know, I think there's like some pretty intense risk with both of those options, and there's just no good choice there really. So I don't know. There were some pretty rough decisions to make there. I would love to play this to see the different outcomes. You should. I mean, if anyone who's watching this game and enjoying it, I would definitely recommend you playing it for yourself in your own time. I think it's great. I think that in terms of replayability, yeah, I'm very curious about some of the different outcomes for some of the different decisions for sure. Especially because, like, I mean, I've definitely been trying to play this pushing back against that kind of individualism and nihilism. And I want to kind of try and stay true to that as much as I can throughout this playthrough, but I wonder how different an experience this game is if you do play it like in a very kind of like individualistic, like cutthroat, like selfish kind of way. I would be very curious about that, both in terms of like when you're playing as Lee and then how Lee influences Clementine, and then you're playing as Clementine and how all of those things kind of compound onto one another. But yeah, I also feel really bad about Sara. I feel really bad about Sara. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Much to think about. Much to think about. I think when the credits finish, we might get a preview for the next episode. No? Okay, yeah, we don't. It doesn't look like we get a preview for the next episode just yet. This imagery is really sure is something as well, huh? Look at that. The statue, like the Civil War statue of like the soldier carrying the other soldier and stuff, and I'm actually, the more I'm thinking about this, the first game is set in Georgia, right? Georgia's a state, right? Because the big city that we're in is in Savannah, and I think the university is that Lee goes to is in Atlanta and stuff, so I think they're in the state of Georgia throughout the whole game. I don't know where we are in this game. I assume that we're not like that far away, but I actually don't know. But I'm wondering if we're still in the American South, because I think obviously there's the fact that Lee is a black man who is a Civil War historian in like the state of Georgia, which as far as I know was a Confederate state, but I'm not exactly very well versed in American Civil War history. That's really an assumption that I'm making on the basis of like the North-South divide during the war. But also in terms of that museum and the fact that the coat that we found was the grey coat, which is the Confederate color, is this statue of Confederate soldiers, like, is all of the stuff in the Civil War Museum like about like focused on Confederate soldiers and on like the Confederacy? I wonder, because I think that I'd have to chew on this a little bit, but I think it brings a certain dimension to the thematics of both season 1 and season 2. which have, you know, very, very heavy themes around like race and racism and kind of like the collapse of American society and all of these things. And I think bringing in that Civil War history like in a consistent, very charged, very like intentional way is really interesting choice, especially if we're like still in the southern states. But yeah, I'm gonna have to chew on that one some more, but just a thought that I'm having. Well, as ever, I'm traumatized. But thank you guys for coming along to the stream. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you so much to Ceaselessly, and to Nahaid for the follows. And thank you Beastbones and Donak Dum for subscribing. And thank you so much, Henry, for the raid earlier. Thank you guys, and thanks for hanging out and chatting during the stream. As always, it was a delight to have you.